You got spare game codes or any digital goods? There is a place you can sell them in less than 1 minute. Watch. Go to D2CL.com. Click Start Selling. Fast login. Go to My Account and click on Selling tab. Sell new item. Enter name, code, set a price. And done. G2A.com Digital Marketplace. Global selling simplified.
Welcome back, everybody, here for our second and last series of the night. It is Na'Vi going up against 4CL to see who will be able to get themselves into that playoff position up against the boys. Well, yes, the boys. I say the boys. I'm just like, why am I saying just the boys? If I look up the Golden Boys, like, it's the G boys. Let's go to the draft before I say anything else, which is stupid as crap. All right, in we go. Drafting time. Na'Vi will be on the dire side. 4CL over on the Radiant side is a star-studded lineup from both sides. Of course, a new set of stars over on Na'Vi, even though really all they did was change was one player in and out. But we are still casting them anyway under the tag of their rebuilt Na'Vi side. And of course, joining me is Ryu. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be back here with you, Toby. I mean, you're saying more stupid stuff than me now, so
it's terrific. It's terrific.
We're brothers.
Lord of the Rings is Star Trek. A boom, mind blowing. Yeah.
I mean, did you see Aragorn's acting? It was just as bad
wonderful.
as.
Just because you're jealous, you look like Matt Damon, not Aragorn. Like,
I love Aragorn. That's my favorite character.
It's a good character.
I hate on him.
Alright, so let's see what happens here with Na'Vi and 4CL. Now, obviously everyone's talking about Na'Vi. They played their first game, first series after their disband last night is when they played it. Where they won their first game fairly convincingly, and then got very convincingly trashed in Game 2 and Game 3. So, really, it was rough. Sunra played extraordinarily well. Just want to flag that throughout their entire previous series. But everything else seems to be pretty standard. Like, they've got their stand-in Always Wanna Fly, Saneko, Dendi, Sunra, Didira, could call him Didira, and Funnick. So everything is pretty much the same apart from Always Wanna Fly and Didira being in Na'Vi now.
No, Always Wanna Fly, go back to Empire.
5 seconds.
So really, all that actually happened was Vorst was kicked.
Yeah.
But it was made to seem a lot more dramatic than what it actually was.
Na'Vi's never gonna have a Dota 2 team ever again.
Yes.
Yes, that's what basically.
That was basically what was said. It's like everyone's just like, oh, is Tendi finally leaving Na'Vi? And there were so many people out there who were just like, yes, finally, he can go out and be part of a team that actually succeeds in things and like. Yay! Like, maybe he could be part of a Western team. Maybe he could travel to China and be part of a Chinese team. Like, so many. Dendi can broaden his horizons. Oh no, it's Funnick, Dendi, and Snake are still back. But I mean, they only lost on Vorst because Artstar was obviously kicked earlier on. So yeah.
Let's just not talk about the salt and the wounds.
There's no salt. There's just a lot of like. I felt like I was sold a pill which would instantly make me slimmer. But I'm sorry, still Tubby 1 over here. Like, it's false advertising.
For that hair loss? No, I don't think you have hair loss.
I have no hair loss.
I know.
I have a full head of hair. It's very, very good. And I'm eating better and doing exercise more now, so Tubby 1 won't be around for much longer. Enjoy the meme while you still got it, boys and girls. Let's talk about our draft, man, because it's already pretty much underway. Once again, the Doombringer is being banned out. This is now our 4th game in a row this has happened. Same for the Shadow Fiend in the first 2. Queen of Pain has slipped through pretty early on. The Huskar ban seems to be very unique. However.
Yeah, the Queen of Pain normally you see will interchange between Darkseer or Night Stalker. And surprisingly enough, there's no Wisp yet, or Wisp ban, which is, I think it's a really good combination with the Night Stalker. Especially when you can just run at the enemies constantly all the time. And it's great for Ember Spirit too, just because that's how they like to play. They like to play up in your face. So Na'Vi needs to be a little bit worried here. I think banning it out would be beneficial.
Well, they're not going to do it, man. Witch Doctor and Slanner is on the hit list. And the pick, it comes the way of Sexy Bamboo. Recently I heard Blitz, like, proclaiming Sexy Bamboo is one of the smartest people in Dota. Maybe not life, just Dota.
He's pretty fun to play with.
Yeah, he seems to be really cool. He seems to think of
He's
new and inventive things before everyone else does. It's kind of cool.
he's like half YOLO. You know, at times he's just like, oh, let's go screw around.
Unless it comes to Roshan, then he's full YOLO. like if there is any chance to steal an Aegis of the Immortal, he'll take it. Like there isn't even a question mark in his mind. He will take that chance. So you got your Wisp.
I don't want this. How about that? All right, so now what is Navi going to do to counteract this? You've seen AA is pretty good for dealing with this. That's pretty good for dealing with the other two heroes, but not when Tiny comes out. Like, kind of have to... I don't know. Were they predicting that Ember would be mid? You can't normally think like that. Night Stalker is going to be handled either in the offlane or support. Io is going to be coupled with another hero, most likely. Either it was the Necro or the Tiny. And Razor's not gonna do anything to that once the combo comes out between. So it's not like in the Razor pick.
This is one of those things like Denny tried to run it yesterday too. Well, Seneko tried to get Denny to run it yesterday. It kind of feels very cramping in style to run something like a Razor. You got to get your timing 100% right when
you have to have
when you
push
run something
too.
like a Razor. Yeah,
you have to have great push and presence, else you're just gonna get. I mean, ratted is the easiest way to say it.
But
Ember
where do you get your
Spirit,
push
Io
in a
Tiny.
Razor? Like, you're not going to be building an Aghanim Scepter on a Razor, so it has to come from your other cores.
Yeah, and winning the early game isn't as as great as it once was. So you have to also think about into the mid game, trying to siege these tier 2s, trying to siege the high ground. I mean, that was the story of 2 patches ago. Sniper, high ground. How do you break the base 70, 80 minutes in the game? Now you're just like, oh, well,
Radiant team banned.
is Wraith King the answer here? It's just like a 5-man lineup. I mean, if 4 Clovers just split up the map constantly, I just don't see how they can really get picked off. So
It seems limiting in many
10
ways, this
seconds
Navi
remaining.
lineup. Like
there'll be a Wraith King.
This is one of these lineups
5
that I would
seconds
expect to
remaining.
try and run like aggressively into the Radiant jungle before like the runes have spawned, and go
looking
for early snowball kills kind of style. Like just
Yeah,
run an
exactly.
aggro tri lane, put the Razor in the mid, put something like a Broodmother up on your safe lane that could try and win the lane there, but.
I think they'll do Razor
10
plus Wraith King
seconds
mid,
remaining.
maybe, potentially. I think they'll dual lane against the Wisp Tiny. I think that's what I'm
5
looking at.
seconds
Tuss will be
remaining.
offlane, Rubik will be that support, and then they'll try to get another good carry for this
Reserve time.
situation. And I'm not really sure
Radiant
what
team
Wow.
could
There
never
was
guess that.
no hesitation from either side with these picks. They knew exactly what they wanted and just went for it. The
So
Wyvern and the
carry Wraith
Phoenix. Yeah. It is. It is. That's it's the number 1 position Wraith King.
I wonder if it's going to be the Radiance Wraith King.
If it's a Radiance Wraith King, this game is 1 for 4 CNL. Like, just putting it out there. Like it's always
not
that
all that
thing where you see a hero pick up Radiance, and then you wonder, okay, so you got Radiance, but what effect does it really have? With a Wraith King, he's got to be on the front lines and attacking, which means he's got to soak up all the damage. Reincarnation is the
10
only thing that will
seconds
bring him back to
remaining.
life, because the Radiance means he's got no other items which give him strength to
5
survive the
seconds
fight.
remaining.
Yeah, you need Blade Mail. You need Blade Mail and Blink. If
Yep.
you have those along with the Radiance, it's really good. And then you can potentially get a refresher, and then you're that frontline tank. Because they don't really have any mana burn on the
Prepare
other
for
side. Like, there's
battle.
no way they can really chew like an anti-mage or a PO with Diffusal. So they don't really have the best ways to deal with the Wraith King ultimate. So as long as he can get to that later stage of the game, but he's just single target, and single target without a BKB, burst damage against a Tiny is non-existent with Craggy. It's just, you're not going to be hitting him.
Yeah. Good luck.
And
Okay.
you're frozen. It's like looking at Dusa. Frozen in place.
Alright, so laning-wise, Na'Vi will not be running this Phoenix as a core. In fact, it's a support Phoenix. With an offlane...
What?
Yep. With an offlane Tuskar Funnick. Is what they're doing. Thoughts?
30 seconds to battle.
How do you
Bad
make
thoughts.
how do you make a support Phoenix work? Like, what's the plan behind Snako picking this? Because he picked it with no question in his mind. He wanted this. Didn't care what force were picking. Like they picked up their Wyvern. Boom! There was the Phoenix.
Yeah, it's really weird considering they have good counters to that Night Stalker and Nighttime attack speed bonus and IO with the charge on into the Ember or
The
Tiny.
battle
It's
begins.
I don't like it, and then we'll have to see how it works because if I've learned anything from the past, it's that Snako is one of the best support players, especially on Wyvern, and I hope he can prove us right that maybe Phoenix can be good too. So it was kind of. Did you see what he did too? He put down his boots to help with the blocking, and then now he has him.
I wasn't watching that. I was watching the shard play from Funnick on bottom lane, which blocked 2 creeps. And then he tried to body block another one that just slipped around him. So that didn't really work. So Snako is coming in with an aggressive ward to look at the Radiant stacks. So he's trying to keep tabs on what happens with the Wisp and Tiny. And potentially now bottle snipe.
Yeah.
Except he won't bottle snipe, he'll boot snipe. So,
Oh no. No.
did they see him? Yeah, they saw him.
Yeah, that's mistakes were made.
Yeah. So tether forward as she cuts the tree
Maybe
line.
not.
Well,
Maybe not.
he might still
Wait,
kill
he
the...
gets
No!
it. Oh.
No! Snako! The damage from the tower, he tosses the Wisp in! First blood's gonna go to EGM and then he counter Courier snipes! He actually gets the other Courier! This now classifies itself as a disaster! For Na'Vi! That was not the plan!
Oh, Pycat's blocked up in the bottom lane here.
Well,
No
this
aggro
is
onto him yet.
this.
Damn,
Then
that's
again, Funnick's kind of trapped in there with him because Nikwa had the shards available. So we're looking at another trade-off. So you lose Pycat, and well, actually, Nikwa backs up from this. Dendy lost his life in the mid. It looks like we get another dive in. Snako
Bamboo.
jumping forward, but the tether forward from EGM, it can't do enough.
What is this game?
It's scrappy. It's scrappy do, man. It's scrappy do.
It's great players making great plays everywhere. That's what it is.
Now, time for Night Stalker. Steel set rune. EGM comes in to help him. Wow, that void damage on Snako. It definitely helps when he goes for the fire spirits. And always want to fly. They're going to come back in. They keep that slow because of the tether straight through him. EGM being picked up and thrown on top of the hill. At the same time,
yeah,
Denny being
toss
tossed
him up
around like
on
a
the
ragdoll by Bamboo. The tether will bring EGM back down again. The Plaza Field will get the kill for Dandy. But Sexy Bamboo is still punching him. EGM will have to go for the last hit, giving now Wisp a double kill. And in the space of 2.5 minutes, the Wisp has found 4 kills out of the 5 for 4CNL.
I do not even know what just transpired right now. I'm just happy I'm casting this game, Toby.
Dire's middle
This is
tower is under attack.
quickly turning into just a slugfest. And IO, man, what does he have? Okay, so he has an Urn already. Urn early on with him. He doesn't have overcharge. What? Okay, this is kind of weird. Normally you see IO have...
It's,
Yeah, I
it's,
do not
co-
agree
it's
with
combat
that.
build Wisp, man. Like,
You
it's-
should get it at... No, you need to get overcharge at level 3, no matter what.
Dude, with his... Okay, dude, this is EGM. Like, there is no questioning EGM's builds on Wisp. Like, you only learn, you don't question.
But
Dandy. The avalanche and toss. He's really trying to manipulate this early attack, but Dandy still dropping so low. Bamboo can't go for more. EGM, he's burning up. Wisp will actually find that kill. If the bonus damage wasn't there from the spirits, it wouldn't have worked. Tiny. He's wanting to chase. He's got avalanche off cooldown now, but the combo isn't really there. So, okay,
Yes,
that
yeah.
is with stick charges. He needs to punch him, however, once, or he can have the Night Stalker rotate him for one last void, making it now forcing now a 2-for-1 trade-off after losing the Wisp in mid.
yeah, but I think the balls did help a lot during that, but they would have gotten more attacks off.
Fun
I don't know.
Oh, nice dodge. He actually went in for the snowball, which dodged the Splinter Blast of Nikwa. And
bottle up.
with very good bottle charges, he'll survive on 19 life. And this will invite Snako to chase after Nikwa. Nikwa needs more life here. The Fire Spirit's coming out. He'll burn out at the moment. So far down. No, he lives on 12 life. The Spirits were not enough damage because we still have to keep in mind this is a support
getting dove.
Phoenix. And yep, they're coming in behind the tower. Wyvern denies himself to the neutral creep. And then he gets tossed around once again by this Tiny.
Middle tower is under attack.
I mean, this is just great play coming in from 4CL. Like, what is a... They're just having a Phoenix sit mid, but that's not enough to help out Dindy, it feels like. They need to
Radiant's top tower is under
have
attack.
always want to fly with the TP, I feel like.
Oh, no. He snowballed. Bottom lane, Funnick. This wasn't the dream. You have a Night Stalker rotated. It is nighttime and you're initiating into Pycat, who will now slide a fist you down. The movement from the Night Stalker was perfect, and these aggressive wards, like the one aggressive ward they put down to watch, like you play an aggressive lane like a Phoenix doing what he's doing, and you put down a ward to try and watch like stacking and farming of stacks. Which means then you don't see anything in the bottom river area.
I'm scared now. Look at Sexy Bamboo. He's got 1,800 gold. Is he going to get a fast Blink Dagger and just one-shot everybody?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what Bamboo does too. Like he's going after Dandy. There's a lot more support here, always going to fly at the neighborhood. These Whisper balls have been soaked up mostly, and EGM trying to become a little bit more of a sponge. Dandy, okay, that urn is going to tick him out. He knew he was going to die, but Bamboo still dies as well. But almost every hero of Na'Vi has come to this middle lane. The only one who has failed to rotate every time is Didera. But you cannot blame him for that. He's 42 for 9 on the CS. He's looking very good as that Wraith King.
He's the only person who's actually CSing in the game.
You have Pycat. Pycat is 30 for 11.
Well, that's still very... I mean, just because Pycat went down early onto the Tusk 2, it really hurt his CS. That's why he's so far behind and
But
the constant dives.
You are right, though, that he's the only person who is not involved in any fights. He's just focusing on the lane itself.
And, well, we can see that actually hitting CS will get you the top net worth. But Wisp is definitely up there. He's got like 6 kills.
Like
Six
look
kills,
look at
6
this,
minutes,
like
30?
the 2nd to 5th position, man.
I know. I was just, you know.
And now
Oh,
Ruby's
they're
gonna
gonna steal too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, the pings are coming out. The pings are coming out right now from Phoenix. It's like, yeah, boys, our home insurance has been taken away. Funnick, nice little move up. Actually dodges the avalanche. Won't toss the toss. And those Spirits from EGM are still doing some serious work. But he needs to get that tether back up again, which he does not have, which means Sexy Bamboo having all the damage straight out of him. Doesn't stop the Night Stalker from coming in and punching him, but allows Dandy to finish up the job over on Bamboo.
That's just diving a little bit too deep when there's wards and vision up. If Na'Vi didn't have any wards up scouting that, then they could have potentially done it. But still having vision here, it's really helpful. And once he gets his Blink Dagger, it's going to be looking really good. I wonder if he does rush Blink. You either go Blink or Blade Mail, I think. He's going to be gone on top lane. He could be in trouble. He hasn't skilled up his ultimate either yet. No, now he just did. So that's good. Holding that point just in case it would be a suicide.
Oh, they're going. They want Funnick. Look at the movement speed from this Night Stalker with the phase boots as well. He just wants to punch Funnick down. He'll be denied, however, because of the snowball. They come back out of it, but Bamboo comes in. They actually burn the reincarnation. The Tusker might be dead. EGM regenerating up, bringing that Night Stalker back from the grave, and they go after Didira once again, punching him down. Nikwa's attack won't be enough. Bamboo's fist, however, will be. And behind the tower, they also found out Snakeo's Phoenix. Where are you, Dandy? Walking home.
He just cleared out the stacks in the jungle.
8-minute Blink Dagger. It's an 8-minute Blink Dagger on Bamboo. Like, it's the dream for Bamboo. And I think Dandy's dead. Night Stalker comes in with a Void having EGM behind him. The Wisp Spirit Balls are enough damage. And that is a very easy pick off. You might have taken out the stacks, but you're still sitting at the 6th highest net worth as the mid-raiser.
It's just looking all ogre at this point. I mean, it's not over just yet, but like their lineup just scales so much better in the late game too. I'm just not understanding what Na'Vi are trying to do. They're trying to go for, you know, kind of like lane dominating and bottom lane. He doesn't have any mana, so Pycat's not gonna. But he had a double damage rune.
Yeah,
so.
He had full 1 charges, so he could have gone a little bit harder, but There's no reason to it. Like, you just drop Funnick down low. What's he going to do? Like, you bottle charge up once. Funnick is still so scared. And this top play, are you going to relocate Wisp now? Like, it's not even 10 minutes in. You got a level 6 Wisp up and running. So you got to relocate, save, or a potential to get even more aggressive with relocate.
I mean, if you have relocate at 15 minutes in the game, you're looking good. Like that's around the time you normally see the Wisp do, just because they're doing all this stacking at the times. They're letting their carries get a little bit more experience and sacrificing their own. But
man, if
10 minutes is like unheard of.
If you have a Night Stalker who, in the second daytime phase, is still walking around with 4 kills, 1 death, and 6 assists, he is the top net worth on the field. He's actually beating the safe lane farmer as this Night Stalker.
It's just perfect play execution. They're just rotating around, like you said, the first
Then you Fly, you don't want to do this. Bamboo, blink forward. Fly, trying to throw Bamboo on the cliffside, but that won't work. Then he can't pull enough damage down from him. They walked underneath the Observer Ward. Always when a Fly will die. EGM already has the urn up as well, so all these kills just give more and more ammunition to 4CNL.
This is just going to be painful. I'm going to have to cover my eyes.
Dude, don't look away.
Don't look away. This is just brutal. And if he dies right now, it's Bamboo? What? Okay, yeah, that's an easy kill.
There's no way you can TP in for that. Like, if you think you can Fade Bolt a creep wave back when Bamboo has a blink dagger, he will go you every time. And you almost have to assume as Na'Vi too that there is good observer wards all through their own jungle. Yeah, you put down 2 sentries to try and get rid of this, but okay, they're going top.
Relocate.
Yeah, they're coming after the Wraith King. A blink forward from Bamboo. He blinks just far enough that he doesn't actually break the tether either. This game is quickly being lost for Na'Vi.
They're setting up a mid lane here.
Yeah, but EGM can just tether away. You're going to snowball after him, but you got Winter's Curse available here for Nikwa. They Cold Embrace over an IO, and now you actually trigger Nova. You toss Funnick back onto the Radiant side. IO may die, but there's your Curse, locking down Funnick, keeping Dendy controlled for a moment. Bamboo does not have mana to play with, so the Phoenix is enjoying this, chasing up after him. Snake, however, is, okay, maybe not so enjoying this. He's already burnt through his Nova. His Icarus dive didn't give him any advantage because he came straight back again. Dendy has to stand his ground and battle Pycat. He'll be protected by this Cold Embrace. No Sleight of Fist just yet. He's got Searing Chains in 1 second, but it was too long. Now you're Night Stalker. You're almost top net worth on the field. Try and chase down Dendy. The Plasma Field does considerable damage to 4CNL. But the Splinter Blast, it doesn't reach Dendy, but it doesn't stop Bamboo. He just runs up. EGM Spirits. Bamboo was actually a vessel for EGM to pawn. And now he has to get himself away. There's a double damage rune in the bottom river, but is it worth it? EGM's going to tether down, and he'll end up bottling that up. Bringing Bamboo back up to life as well as mana, and always want to fly. Well, gets a good pick off over on Bamboo. But now they toss in the Wisp. EGM taking out the Rubik. He activated the double damage runes. That is a blue Wisp, who now has to try and stay alive up against Funnick. Won't happen as he gets Walrus punched down. And Tuskar, only 389 gold for that kill. EGM feels like he's worth so much more.
Yeah, they could be making some potentially big plays, but Rubik being only level 4, it's just hurting him at this stage of the game. If they could reliably steal Winter's Curse, maybe they could turn around the team fights. But when they don't have that, when they're not getting off a good Phoenix, like the only way I see this synergizing well is when Wraith King dies, and then they Icarus dive over the top, and they put Fire Spirits and use the egg. Like, that's the only way their lineup synergizes.
They're going again. Relocates on the way. They silence up Dendy. Bamboo needs to get this kill before support will arrive, and Dendy just punch him once more. The snowball, it protects Dendy. It's chasing after the Night Stalker. However, and EGM gets the balls out. The Nova will come down. Dendy is already down. Night Stalker cannot be protected long enough by this Cold Embrace. The stun will connect, but no, he lives at 140 life. Wants to earn back up again, but Phoenix will be there with the support from the Fade Bolt. So Diddy Ra is chasing after Bamboo. He needs to force stuff. He needs to get away. The Stun Ray will come. He turns around for the Avalanche toss, but Diddy Ra will end up surviving through all of that. We go 20. We have 40 kills in 14 minutes.
And Bamboo went up worse then.
Why not? It's a fighting positional game.
It's just so funny. It's like I'm so far ahead, I can buy anything and win. I mean,
Pie
if I
Cat,
win Dagger.
he's jumping mid. He's going for always want to fly. He's burning to the flame guard. There's nothing more he could do there. And then you actually find another target. It's going to be Funnick over in the tree line. Snowballs to protect himself, but who's he going on? EGM or Pie Cat? It's EGM, and EGM just keeps his spirits in close and finds the kill over on the Tusker.
Dire's middle tower
Always want
under
to fly is
attack.
level 6 now. This is where
Dire's
Na'Vi turned it around.
structures are
This is it's their time to shine.
Is it?
I mean, they kind of need a
Dire's
mech
middle
too on
tower
Dindy,
is
but
under attack.
I don't think he's going mech. I think he's probably going for Sanjin Yasha. I don't know. He needs a BKB though. That's if he doesn't go for a mech,
Dire's
he needs a
bottom tower is
BKB.
under attack.
Still, this is. I guess you could say the biggest thing is that Tiny is not transitioning into a well, he's dead, but I just watching Bamboo because it's so fun. Yeah, it's just something's gonna happen. Oh, look at that force staff. He was baiting out the
Dire's
Tusk
middle tower
snowball
is
too.
under
You can
attack.
see that's a really good calculated play there from Bamboo.
Yep. He knows what to look for. He knows what Na'Vi's arsenal is. So in the meantime, just beat down these tier 1 towers. Take out objective by objective.
Dire's structures
Like your
are
next nighttime
fortified.
begins in 30 seconds. And I'm still looking at a Night Stalker who's almost got Nag in him Scepter. We're not even 20 minutes into this game. How is Na'Vi meant to win a fight when they can't see a fight? Until they're dead. Like you'll
You
never
just
know.
blindfold the enemy team.
Yeah, basically. This Observable also understands that
Dire's
Wraith
top
King is
tower
farming.
under attack.
If they can kill him and put that reincarnation onto cooldown,
Dire's
that's
top
still worth it
tower
because it's
has
such a long cooldown time. And where do you go? Like, you got your armlet. Good luck toggling that one with a Wisp Spirits in so close. So there goes your reincarnation. They snowball in. EGM will get punched down. And Bamboo and Nikwa, this isn't the greatest position in the world for them. There is still that TP out. Nikwa cannot Arctic Burn himself away. He can cold embrace himself and maybe buy a little bit of time, but that's all. And
They have
actually, he
Winter's
really
Curse?
should have. Yep, he gave away Cuss to always want to fly.
All right, this is the comeback dream right here. It's happening right now. How much gold did they get from that? They got 1,600 gold swing. All right, and who did it go on? It went on only Tusk Phoenix. Not too much, but if you think about it though, Seneko has a Midas,
Radiant's middle tower
and
is under attack.
he's not looking too bad himself, but the rest of his team is definitely struggling.
Pycat wants to go bottom lane.
Radiant's
That
bottom
reincarnation is
tower
still on cooldown for another 108 seconds, and look for the relocate that's coming in, but Bamboo starts with a double avalanche toss. Actually repositioned Na'Vi before that fight began, and Na'Vi wanted to fight. They came in with 3 other smoked heroes for this, but they couldn't reach him. They just push him forward. There's that 4-star from Bamboo, actually pushing the Night Stalker closer. Now they're able to reach up. It's a good stolen curse from Always Wanna Fly. The way to follow up damage, you get a stolen toss. Funnick still getting hit with pebbles. Which is ironic considering his old name. Then snowballing in. Where's the extra hit? No, Night Stalker has the void available. So Tuskar is down. Pycat, no spirits to jump with. The Bamboo just chumps himself forward. They'll get the Searing Chains and Always Wanna Fly. The Sunray's going to do a little bit of work, but Bamboo hits the avalanche into Seneko. And Pycat just wants out. Leaves a spirit behind. There's no stuns to stop him. And he can just come straight back in front of Seneko if he wants to. That's why Diddy Ra pushes forward EGM. Keep going, man. Keep going. The Hellfire Blast. He actually got so far away that Na'Vi can't do anything against him. Pycat came back to his spirit, but what are they going to do? They're actually TPing to the tier 2 tower to try and catch up to Pycat. He's got a spirit in 1 second time. His Flame Guard's already up. And now with the Searing Chains gets a little bit of space. They'll pick him up and throw him down. The Sleight of Fist will not be enough to dodge out this attack from Na'Vi. But they are now just turning this into a 5-man Dota with
Dire's
now
bottom tower
50
has
kills in 18 minutes.
I can't even count that many. That's like, how do I count that on my hands?
Just start taking other people's toes.
Yeah.
Now
Just,
Na'Vi want to do Roshan.
Are they gonna get Roche?
It's possible because there's no Ember Spirit. But do they have enough damage for this? You are running a Razor. Like your Wraith King does have 4 points up in crit, so maybe this is where you look.
Travel in 10 seconds to the wagon at the bottom.
You're right, he got BT, didn't he, before he got the Battle Fury. Bamboo, well, they find Always Wanna Fly, pick him up. He'll end up stealing toss. Roshan's only halfway through, and Funnick silenced up. In comes Bamboo. Goodbye, Funnick. And where is Ember Spirit coming? He BTs himself into the mid lane, but they're just chasing in. They're going ham all over Diddy Ra. Where's that Nova? It's on the cliffside, so a really nice position, but you've just got Forcing and L. They're running up the hill towards Na'Vi. There goes your reincarnation again. Put it back on cooldown for another 2 minutes. And maybe there's a follow-up. The curse over on Dandy, allowing Bamboo to pop the Razor. Always on a fly. He's spirit jumping himself away from the Ember Spirit. Lamau. And now the 4-star forward. You can't spirit jump from that. Not when the 4-star's there to help him. Na'Vi will lose 4 in the fight. They don't finish up Roshan. And now 4CNL will take it for themselves.
Hey, they got a pretty crappy Roche lineup themselves, but come on, Roche, get some Craggies. Craggy face. No. But I guess with the Wisp extra overcharge attack speed, could help a little bit. But yeah, this is taking a long time. Unfortunately, Na'Vi are going to be dead for a long time. But Sexy Bamboo is getting pretty low, but hey,
he's
you're
got
against the
EGM,
Wisp.
man.
You're against the Wisp.
And Bamboo actually jumps out. So Ember Spirit will take the Aegis to the Immortal. They put it in the hands of Pycap. And if you, seriously, if you have any of your friends right now that are not watching this game, just go and slap them across the face. And then type into their console, just like, go and watch this game. Like, that's it. Just get them onto our Twitch live stream right now. Shit, spread the word. There's only game number 1 of this best of 3 series. I know there's a lot of great Dota on tonight. But get them watching over here.
Yeah, this is just amazing Dota watch. It's just constantly running at you, thinking that, oh, well, we have this, we can always do it. I mean, like I said, they kind of turned around a little bit because Rubik was able to steal some of the spells. Like, it has been helping a lot in the team fights. So, Always Wanna Fly is definitely progressing a little bit better, but he's 3-9, poor guy. It's actually looking at all the stats. Who has the most? EGM has
Look
one
at
of the most.
EGM! He's
like
12-8-17!
He's like the Suicide Squad. It's part of it.
It's not even something to suicide. Like, that's the brilliant part of it. Yeah, he's died 8 times, sure. But he got 17 assists and 12 kills. I told you, man, never question the balls of EGM. AKA skill build.
I will always not question it. And it did add a lot of magic burst damage to the Tiny in the mid lane.
Okay, Night Stalker just got scouted out.
It doesn't matter though. He has full vision. Like, who's gonna even stop him? The only thing they have potentially is a Blink Dagger and Wraithing that could help. And that's Night Stalker is just immortal right now.
Okay, so I was gonna ask the question, like, do you try and defend the top lane push? But they're already taking out the tier 2 tower. They TP in Pycat, who can spirit jump himself back out again. What do you actually got? So, in fact, Always on a Fly again gonna steal these spirits. The TPs are coming down to bottom lane. But you got a defensive relocate, you got a potential curse-based creator from Nikwa. And this Night Stalker's been spending the last 2 minutes trying to find a target for them to kill. This game is just ground to a halt on killing.
I just don't see how Na'Vi are gonna get the kills. Like, this is all they have to do. That's the best thing about 4CL's lineup. They just run at you and
Dendy's
they win,
dead.
or they split push you and win.
Dendy's actually dead. Like, they're gonna relocate in because the damage just isn't there from the Night Stalker. But Bamboo will grab a couple of Centaurs on the side of Dendy.
Oh, they're going to be relocating back. This is potentially a lot of damage.
You got Nikwa here already, though. Like,
Oh,
EGM, like, Nikwa is perfectly positioned to protect him. You got the BTs coming in as well from Pycat, so you get the pick up on Bamboo. Sleight of Fist controls up Rubik. He's got that Spirit, but it's only right next to Pycat. The return then Searing changes. It's like I'm watching a Rubik Ember Spirit battle. As Ember, he is just out of range.
He's got Aegis, though.
Yeah, he does. But he leaves it and died to the Nova. He'll survive through it. And the Night Stalker keeps the run going. He silenced over on the Phoenix, so there's no way he can get himself out. There's no Icarus dive anyway. And the Sleight of Fist Searing chains. Diddy Ra will die right in front of his tier 3 tower, while 4CL, 5 of their players just bearing down on top of him. There he goes. The Wraith King will pop once again. 148 seconds until he's got reincarnation back up. And he's about to lose the tier 2 tower. It's a bloodbath.
This is just brutal.
You know that custom game I really love, Blood Tournament. Like this is Blood Tournament right here.
Dire's
just
middle
like-
tower has fallen.
I don't know. It's one team trying to stand up. It's like a 11-year-old trying to stand up to a 15-year-old. It's just not happening. I mean, we're gonna keep running at you because we're a little kid, and that's what we like to do. We just like to wrestle all the time, but it's not working out. It's like it's also like trying to challenge your dad, to that wrestling or arm wrestle or something.
Your dad will punish you every single time. All right, so how does Na'Vi do this? How do they win a fight? Be it 5-on-5 or be it like how do you create smoke gangs? Like maybe get a number advantage. How does Na'Vi do it?
The only synergy I talked about already in this game is Wraith King dying, and then Supernova coming on top. Every single one of these Novas have been poor, and that's not even Suneko's fault. That's just because they don't have enough lockdown and they don't have enough AoE. Like what are they gonna do? Have lift? That doesn't do enough. Snowball potentially could set something up, but they just don't have enough setup for the Phoenix to actually work.
Night Stalker is waiting for this. He wants to relocate assistance, and now he's going to get it. Avalanche Toss will be there, and Didira is down for the count. 42 seconds, but he does have buyback available. And Na'Vi are moving forward. They're trying to get the tether position again, but Wyvern, he cursed over on Tusker. They start the Nova. The Bamboo and Wisp are already here to pick up. They kill him off before he finishes the job. EGM has a bloody Reaver. He's so bloody tanky. How do you stop that? He tethers away. That's how you do it. You steal 224 points of damage, and you find yourself a kill as Dandy. That's the way to do it. The Bamboo takes everything from you and gives nothing back. Na'Vi completely team wiped. 46-20 is now our kill counter. And that top tier 3 tower will be attacked in just a jiffy.
They could even go mid if they wanted to. I mean, all these lanes are pressured in. Not one tower. Did they even touch the towers? Yeah, they touched the towers at least, Na'Vi. They did something this game, but they unfortunately didn't take any of the objectives. That's just... I mean, they had a good setup there. It's just the Phoenix didn't have the fire spirits, and you saw with overcharged how easy it is to clear up the Phoenix egg. So
I just can't believe I'm looking at a Wisp who's just walking around with Reaver 26 minutes in with a Glimmer Cape. It's like the tankiest support. Like, yeah, he hasn't got more kills though. He's just got more assists. Like 13, 9, 23. He also gets more
attack damage because of that too, because he's strength based.
Of course.
Look at that, the right clicks. He's 113 damage on Wisp with the overcharge. That's the DPS, man.
You know the funny thing is, I can remember having a conversation with Dandy almost 4 years ago. And he was talking about the frustrations at the time about like getting his ideas drafted by Puppy. Because Puppy kind of like runs it's my ship, I kind of like, this is the best thing, we just do it. And he really wanted to run Wisp as a solo mid. Because he thought Wisp had more than enough damage and influence that you could run him as a core. Just pointing out, it's 113 points of base damage overall.
It's really good. Like, honestly, it's really good. It's just the scaling factor. You kind of need, like, 2 other good heroes. Like, I'm trying to think of a situation where you can have, like, an offlaner, like, a Void or something back in the day as the offlaner, and then you have another semi-carry or carry in the top lane. And then, yeah, Wisp. Wisp is great for that because then you can just get the fast level 6. Like, we saw how potent that was this game. 6 minute or 9 minute.
Smoke break. High Funnick gets the shards over on Night Stalker. This should be a gem into their hands, but Night Stalker, the Glimmer Cape, and the relocate out to safety. They took him all the way home. High Cat and Nickel, yeah, they're coming to fight this. They really want this. Bamboo is going to hit the ground right now. No force up. They actually got the pickup of the telekinesis in the middle of it, but look at the cleave damage. They still can't kill him. The Nova Pop will help it. But it's a double damage over on an Ember Spirit. They curse on Dandy. There's nowhere to go. He's literally being killed by his own team right now. The Wraith King Blade Mail will return a little bit of this damage, but when I say little, I mean little. Night Stalker needs a way down off this cliffside. It's a bit of a problem where they relocate it back onto. As, well, the shards do keep this fight split up. Suneko knows they're kind of isolated up here, but Diddy Rad's got nowhere to go. The snowball will protect him for a moment, jumping in after EGM, but EGM protected again by this cold embrace. The sleight of fist, it's all up to Pycat to do the work. Tani's still down for the count, but now finally the Night Stalker down on the ground, and Phoenix down for the count. The Rubik is the only one alive back at base because he respawned. And GG, finally the call is made. It has only taken 72 kills in 29 minutes before Na'Vi will say game number 1 of this best of 3 is over. 4CNL will take it.
That was just punishment. And that's a drafting punishment, to say the least. That was really well played from 4CL all around, man. Just non-stop aggression. Maybe they lost because of that courier snipe at the beginning of the game. That was... I can't believe that still happened. I'm still thinking about it here.
You mean the lack of courier snipe into a courier snipe?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna tilt you more than Arteezy killing himself under his own fountain.
That's so...
Never forget. Never forget.
Yule Scepter's dropped on the ground.
Oh,
during TI.
oh man, that's that burns. That burns. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be back. Game number 2 of 4CNL versus Na'Vi will be coming up after this short break.